Sing Street has more in common with Back to the Future than you would think. Don't believe me? Just watch.
Hello there. How are you? So I'm really looking forward to it. However, you might think this is a bit tenuous. You might think this is a bit of a tenuous one, but this is something I've been mulling over for a while. Sing Street is a movie that I absolutely love, and I'm not like a fan of musicals. Don't switch over. It's a good musical. I know that might be hard for you to take in right now, but it's true. It is. And the more I thought about it, recently I did a rewatch. It was on Tubi. I own it, but I watched it. I own it. I own this film. No, I watched it on Tubi, and I was like, this isn't a 4-star film. This is a 5-star film. Then I started thinking about the themes and some of the stuff in it, and I was like, hang on a minute. This is very Back to the Future-esque, and I think that might be deliberate. But no one's really mentioned it. Haven't really seen anything about it. Plus, in a lot of ways, Back to the Future is almost a musical itself. The music in Back to the Future is probably as memorable as the film itself. So I'm going to give you some things to look out for as we watch the film together. So it is on Amazon Prime, I think, to buy and rent. It's on Tubi for free with ads, or you can buy it relatively cheaply. It's great. If you haven't seen it, go and watch it, bookmark this, and then come back to me with any comments, complaints. So opening titles, watch out for. There is, and I've made notes, there is an opening clock montage. Okay, clocks are in lots of films. That doesn't make them Back to the Future. But straight away, time is in our mindset. This is set in the 80s, by the way, as well. So Connor's home situation is very similar to Marty's home situation. So that's within the first 5 minutes we get to see this. When he meets Rafina, she is the catalyst character. By the way, spoilers. She is the emotional trigger for the journey. Now, I know Lorraine is his mum, but when he meets Lorraine, that's the kind of big emotional trigger to Marty's journey. Now, let's have a think about this. So the band. Creativity is an escape. Think about when the band is created in this film. Marty, when he gets on stage, and discovering who he is through music. Musical style phases, experimentation, the way they dress is completely out of time with the rest of the students at Sing Street School. It's a bit like Marty adapting to different eras in the different Back to the Future movies and also in Back to the Future itself. Let's see. So there isn't a Doc Brown, but I think Brendan, his older brother, played by the amazing Jack Rayner, who should be a megastar by now. The philosophy of music and all of this, he's kind of the alchemy of everything that makes Conor creative comes from his brother Brendan, which is very similar to Doc Brown. He doesn't give time travel. I guess he gives perspective is what I wrote down before. So, okay, now, what else have we got? 45 minutes in, there is the Enchantment Under the Sea dance. Watch this. It is pretty much the Enchantment Under the Sea dance. There's even like a mini film within a film with his brother coming in, punching out the bully, a la George McFly. The teacher is Strickland. The horrible teacher is Strickland, just not as bald. The evolution, the band changing is basically like showing character growth in a similar sort of reflective character way that Marty does. Let's see, dreams and real life. Marty's existence is fading in the pictures. In this, like Connor's kind of existence is fading as well. He's kind of you can see his future fading. Like he's not, if he doesn't actively do something, he's going to end up like his mother, like his brother, like the other people in the school. He's just going to kind of be crushed by the system. So that's quite interesting. There's the big final musical payoff which is about 85 minutes in, if you're making notes. I've timed this so I can kind of just watch the film and enjoy it, but I'm going to give you the key beats. And then the ending, the boat scene, 95 minutes in. Well, this is essentially the, getting in the DeLorean and hoping for the best. And yeah, I feel the parallels are so clear, but I've never heard anybody speak about it. I don't know. Maybe you could point me to an article or something, but I couldn't find any. I'd love to hear what the director of this film would make of my synopsis. He would probably say, yeah, of course, yeah, it's something I didn't directly, but it's a great film regardless of how you want to look at it. It's 7.9 out of 10 on IMDb, if that means anything to you. It is 79% Metascore from critics. It's 5 out of 5 for me. I absolutely love this film. A very small part in it for Aidan Gillen, might be the most famous person in it. Ferdia Walsh-Pilo, who plays Conor, is amazing. It's so good. They're all great. Jack Rayner steals the film. He's so good. And it's a John Carney film. Now, I know he did Begin Again, and I think he won an Oscar for one of the songs from that. Mainly musical related films, and Once, films that I'm just not interested in watching. And maybe I might have seen one. I think maybe my wife saw one and I was in the room. But this film is different. The soundtrack is amazing. One of the best soundtracks. Okay, so let's get started on the movie. Let's watch Sing Street together. And when you see play, press play. Okay, let's go. And we're off to the races. Okay, let's go. So I've got X-Ray up on my Amazon thing as well, seeing as I'm paying for it. Let's see if they pop up with any interesting facts as we go along. The heart of this film is incredible. It's such a film full of heart, and it's quite emotional, but not. It's not like melodramatic, or it feels earned. The emotions feel earned. Let me just check I've switched my headphones off, because I don't need these, I don't think, because I'm not listening to anybody else other than you. So if you're watching with me now or in the future, thank you so much. Do appreciate it. If you haven't seen this film, you need to check it out. Even if you're not a fan of musicals like me, I promise you, you will not be disappointed. Sing Street is a real school, I believe. There's a disclaimer at the end, like that things have changed and times have changed, etc., etc. Oh, blimey, the Weinstein Company. I didn't realize that. Fingers in many pies. I'm going to leave that there. So, are the Irish Film Board as well. So, the background of this really is that this is a family with a brother, 2 brothers and a sister. The mother and father are their marriage is breaking down. I feel that they've lost some money and taken him. I think they take Conor out of private school and he has to go to another school, or maybe they just move schools I'm not sure the reason, and they don't say. He's singing their argument. He's putting it into a song. So he's obviously thing you can imagine as well is that he's into his music straight away. So this is Dublin, 1985. We get to see and hear little clips from Back to the Future, from Top of the Pops, which I think is really fun as well. So there's a little news. The TV is identical to the TV we had in our house in 1985. We had a wooden surrounded TV just like this, and the funny thing is we had a plant pot on it, and my mum used to water the flowers and the plant pots in top of the thing, and water was getting into the TV. It still lasted for about 15 years. However, it was slightly different color at the bottom. But yeah, the context here is they're showing things on the news about people leaving Ireland and going over to Liverpool, just like Finn McCool did. You know the story of Finn McCool going over to see his girlfriend. That's why we've got the Giant's Causeway. They're taking you out of school. I can do that. I'm like one something. What is it when your grandparents are all Irish? Or your great grandparents, or I don't know, some of them. Some of my relatives are Irish. I can do the accent, so I can. So they go. He has to go to school at the Christian Brothers, Sing Street School. Self-appointed their education and systematic beating of their young charges. And that's not the half of it in this. It's amazing, really. I wonder if the school got to see a cut of this before they signed off on their school being the name of the film. It means act manly. Man, I just can't get out how good Jack Rayner is in this. There's another film that I saw with Jack Rayner in around the first time I saw this. Oh, by the way, Sing Street is spelled differently if you look it up. Sygne, I think. Anyway, it was one based on a true story, I think, of a rugby player who got into a fight at a party and killed somebody in Ireland. And Jack Rayner's incredible in that. He's definitely got some Seth Rogen-esque qualities to him, but he's also got some like sort of teen idol qualities to him as well. And these kids all look equally tiny and young and about 150 years old at the same time. The kids are fighting in the yard already. We've got some Motorhead in the background here. Executive producers Bob and Harvey Weinstein. I never noticed that before. I wonder if they had an active part in this or not. It doesn't feel like it's had any creative vision changed. I'd be interested to ask John Carney about that. I'd love to speak to him about this movie. He'd probably be like, what are you talking about? Back to the Future? Nah. No, it even gets mentioned in the film. I think there is a mention of Back to the Future. There's Father Jack there, taking a drink. Kid taking a smoke. And the teacher taking a drink. Oh. Brother Baxter is the antagonist here of Sing Street. Of Conor's. Brother Barnabas. You'll be the new lad then. Oh, he knows where France is. So he's so above the others because he knows where French is. Is Conor Lawler a particularly exotic name, or could he have said any name then and the other boys would have gone, ooh? He's got brown shoes on. This is a problem. This is a recurring problem. I've been in this situation where I've not been able to match the school policy when I was a kid, like what I was supposed to wear. And I think I'd taught my mum into getting me some secondhand shoes that were of like a brand one from an outlet. And the teacher was like, they're trainers. You can't wear those. And we had nothing else to wear. And I think I even remember colouring mine with felt tip. So this guy, some ones that fall back with felt tip. So this makes me kind of curl up and get a bit angry when the teacher's having a go at him for having brown shoes. Here we meet another antagonist, this bully. He's really good. I think everything feels very naturalistic, but also heightened as well. There's a fantasy element that you can imagine is in Conor's mind as much as it is in the story. Oh, my word. I never noticed this before, but that is a dangerous looking catapult. So he's being given some slurs. So always kind of weird. There's always a kind of weird thing between like sexual humiliation and physical humiliation, like violent humiliation. I guess these people are always on the cusp of that, especially when it's like these just groups of testosterone-filled boys all pushed together. It feels a bit like a prison situation. So Top of the Pops is on in the house, and literally everyone gets excited and goes to watch Top of the Pops. I was literally thinking about this. Literally thinking about it. I was just thinking about it, and I was thinking about Top of the Pops the other day and how like it was kind of for quite a long time an event thing. I remember my grandma watching and being like, "Boy George," like being totally blown away by Boy George and like, who is Boy George? So we're seeing Rio by Duran Duran here, which is a kind of almost impossible creative video, for them to see, like mind blowing. It's kind of the brothers explaining that they've got a choice to make between sort of style and substance, but he's also saying that John Taylor is an amazing bassist, whereas Dad is still firmly rooted in the camp that there's been no improvement in music since the Beatles. Oh. And the idea of singing live being more important than anything else, which was quite funny because we kind of went through that weird thing where music video, lip syncing, Milli Vanilli, all of a sudden everyone's live again. Top of the Pops is a good way of tracking that. If you watch some of the ones in the 90s, people singing live, there's some real bum notes once the Milli Vanilli thing was over. And the mad thing is now nobody gives a damn either way. Milli Vanilli would be fine these days. But like they're not AI, are they? Music and visuals. Yeah, he's right. The music video is going to take off. Now we've passed the music video to the point, really, haven't we, where there's no such thing as a real MTV anymore. Video killed the radio star. What killed the video star? Streaming killed the video star. Still got his brown shoes on. I hate bullies. Honestly, I get so frustrated with them. Oh, bloody bullies. Yeah, I wasn't very sincere. I didn't sound very sincere then, but I genuinely do.
I bought these before I knew about the shoe color policy here at Six Shape. But it's not as if they're runners or something. They're brown. They're quite sensible. They're not black.
This black shoe thing is going to go on for a while.
What do you want me to do? Pick them up. You can leave them at the door there. Seeing as you're so fond of them, you can pick them up here at 4 o'clock every day until you comply with the rules.
So he makes him take his shoes off. Just another little humiliation for Conor to deal with in his new environment. And we got the clash. I fought the law and the law won. I fought the law and the law won. So yeah, makes him singled out again. It's quite a nice touch for him to have the kind of fresh overcoat that none of the other boys have. It's kind of like Simon Bird, dressed very formally in betweeners. I guess he's not got a briefcase. Oh, Bully's just slapped him. Oh, punched him in the face. Stole his chocolate bar. Wow. What a... Hurt people, as we'll find out later on.
You should have just danced.
And this is where we meet his first real friend here. The sort of Del Boy-esque character. This is who do we meet? What is his name? Darren, played by Ben Carolyn. He's brilliant. Darren Mulvey Business Solutions. I love that he gives him his card, but you can't phone him because he doesn't have a phone.
She's always there. She's beautiful. Yeah, good look. She doesn't speak to anyone. Okay. She said her boyfriend's a drug dealer. She's not interested in any of the boys in school. Why are you standing over there every morning then?
So Conor is instantly taken with Anne. I mean, she's called, but she's not called Anne. I don't think. She's called Rafina. She gives him a name as. Oh no, she's called Rafina. She's really called Rafina. Anne's his sister. I'm sorry, I got very confused. It's when X-rays popping up with facts on it. Yeah, but it's Lucy Boynton. She's great in this. She's a model, don't you know?
I'm going to London soon.
So those watching along, time-wise, I'm on 13 minutes 45, 46, 47. It's great how she's up the steps looking down on him. She seems so unobtainable, so much taller, more grown up than him. And he's decided he's having a band. He's in a band and he's making a video just because it popped into his head when he's talking to this this vision, Rafina.
I could call you with the details. If I had your digits.
If I had your digits.
So if you're in a band, sing me a song.
I'm singing it.
You're gonna have to sing for like thousands of people. I'm just one. Sing.
Don't make me sing.
So she's putting a little ultimatum here. He has to sing.
Another one by Al.
Oh,
Sing it.
sing, take on me. Take. Can you sing Take on Me? Acapella go? Acapella go? Me on. I did have singing lessons once, and it you wouldn't believe from that. The most I learned and the better I got was all through using my stomach, my diaphragm better rather than singing from up here. It was incredible to see the little to great improvements as I did it more and more. That's why when you see people doing karaoke and they go, oh, and they lose it. I wanted to do it just so I could teach it, really. So here's Eamon, who looks like a young Elvis Costello. It's hilarious. He's a multi-instrumentalist. He's so funny. And he becomes pretty much the, I guess he's the Lennon to Conor's McCartney here. And the funny thing with this is his bunnies. He has rabbits. It's so funny. It does bunnies keep popping up all the time. Soundtrack's great. They could have just leaned on playing covers or pretending that the covers were like the original songs or something like that, or made it just like a real jukebox movie. But they don't. But the songs feel. This is what's so good about the songs. The songs feel like they are genuinely of the time so they feel like they're from 1985, and they hit on the certain bands that were popular. So like there's a song that sounds like The Cure, there's a song that sounds like Elvis Costello, or Joe Jackson, maybe there's a song that or even Huey Lewis, there's a song that sounds like them, but not where it's like a rip-off, or it's just kind of a distilled essence. And like Drive It Like You Stole It is just one of the best songs in a film ever. It's just a great song. They are great songs independently of the film, which is very unusual for films, for films like this, for musicals. What I would say as well, I believe it has been made into a musical, stage musical. I'm not sure where, maybe in America. I'd love to see it. It's one of the few I would love to see. I think the last musical I saw was maybe Buddy when I was a kid, the Buddy Holly one. I won't tell you how it ends. I don't know, just love them. He wanted to call the band the Rabbits. La vie.
What's that mean? It's French for
the life.
It's French for that's not going to be the name of
Ce n'est pas le nom de groupe. What's French for it's not going to be the name of the group? That's like that's a Peter Kay one, isn't it? Where he's like, what's Spanish for you're all going to die in a fire? And he's like, da, 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 da. Ah, and then he's just, it's great. So the band is getting together. Now they're just practicing by playing Rio. I'm just miming along to it at the moment. I guess we have to have some suspension of disbelief that there's some time, lots of time passes, and they get good and they get better. We don't want to see them, and every single chord get improving, because blimey, I'm terrible at guitar. I don't know where my guitar is. Where is it? There. And yeah, if it was in like a actual time of me playing guitar, learning to play guitar, the film there's just such these sort of faces they're both putting on, which is very cute. They're clearly interested by each other's vibe, but there's a block there, whether it's like he seems like a kid, she seems unobtainable, there's stuff that he's not telling her about him, there's stuff she's not telling her. It's great. It's a really complex and interesting relationship, and some of the stuff that happens later on between them as well is really heartrending, but also it's the things that are just hinted at, and the subtle kind of things about real life that they're trying to run from, and this kind of idea of escape and creativity being. If anybody's watching this, I don't know. I don't know if anybody's even gives a damn about Sing Street who watches my channel, but I love it. And it's good. It's awesome to love a movie. It's great. If you hate it, that's okay. Sometimes that's just as much fun, but this is a joyous film. Love it. Ooh. Indecipherable. Key to the missing code. Just the thought of a touch. Mind explodes. So desirable. But you'll never fold. Oh, the riddle of the model. Don't hear many like synthesizer riffs anymore. I'm sure you do. There's just like a million bands to listen to. It's for adventure. The cowboy. Sinner. No, indecipherable. That's the key to the missing code. Not a more touch, my mind explodes. It's very like, is it like XTC? They sound a bit like XTC. Trying to work out, trying to place the band. I love trying to decipher references and influences in songs. I definitely get there's a bit of Bowie in there. This was a David Bowie there, but yeah, it's great. Some people don't like doing that. They like the idea that the music they're into is completely unique and they've never listened. It's just untouched by other influences. But I actually really enjoy unpicking things and working it out. Tell you who's a really good band to do that with. Joe Keery's band, Joe. There must be about, if you listen to maybe the last 2 albums he did, I think he's only done 2. There must be about 30 different bands that you can kind of hear right on the sleeve of his music. I find that fascinating sometimes. So we find out she doesn't have parents as well. Riddle of the Model. What a song, man. That's just the first one. There's so much more. More than this. Everything is like a little subtle reason for everything. Rather than just saying something, it shows you. It really is a perfect example of show, don't tell. The screenwriting for this is perfect. I don't know if he's managed to do this in any of his other films in the same way, but this is how you make a film with music and heart at the same time. What I really, really liked, how like she says, you're the slowest cyclist I've ever, and it's just like, why is he slow cyclist? The because of it is because he wants to spend more time with her. That does she doesn't say, oh, you're going slow so I can spend more time with you. It's just, and like this here, it reminds me of babe from Hot Rod, Will Arnett's character, where he goes, nice blows, and then he has to do like a 3-point turn because he can't get fully round and makes himself look like an idiot. It's like those people that overtake you and then you end up like right behind them at the lights. There's a humor in that. There's like, that's something everybody finds funny. Just like pricked hubris. Sounds painful having a pricked hubris, but yeah. If you're watching this now in the future, you put a comment. I really do appreciate you putting a comment in there, or a like, or just, I don't know, send me an envelope with money in it, whatever you want. It's fine. I mean, or just write me a letter telling me to stop making videos, whatever you want, man. Without her, you're just a bunch of gay-looking kids in an alleyway. So she's a year older than me.
It's like a full-grown man. He's got a car and all, and still. What's he doing hanging out with a kid? She's not really liking it.
Straight away, highlighted that the boyfriend's a dodgy one. He's like, she's not like a kid. Yeah, well, she is a kid, and he's hanging out with them.
Pulled off in his car and music blaring. He's pretty cool. What was he listening to?
Genesis.
He will not be a problem.
Listening to Genesis.
No woman can truly love a man.
What do you think about this statement? No woman can truly love a man who loves Phil Collins. We got more arguments in the household here as well. Goes straight from a hilarious line, 10 out of 10 line, to, you know, kitchen sink drama. And it doesn't feel jarring because that's kind of what life is like. It's like the sort of the humor of the everyday. You know, though she'd go insane if you didn't find things to laugh at.
It's a nervous thing. She's overcompensating.
It's explaining his mum's affair and all of the moves that he's like the brother is almost like perfectly studied in his mother's behavior, and it's clear that he's kind of put a lot of his life on hold to kind of think and care about his mum and his brother and his sister, but he's like he should have maybe been more selfish and thought more about himself, and now he's angry and frustrated. So Conor's going to be the escape, the one who gets to escape. I love when he opens the door with his bunnies. What are you doing? Just rabbit stuff. I love that. Do you want to write a new song? Yes, I do. How good is that delivery? That's what Matthew Perry was a genius at. That's when people didn't hear that very much. Like, or they did, but it was only ever one really funny character, you know, who had that sort of perfect delivery. Or there's Michael J. Fox or Arnolder, or but like in this, the writing does the work for you. No, maybe the direction, I don't know, but or maybe just the perfect casting.
Below me, so to the stars she shows
me.
James Street, Georgia Street, miles below
me.
That's good. Yeah, I like that. Love that middle eight. Yeah.
There we go, middle eights.
It'll sound better on the acoustic. It's gonna sound great.
This is a beautiful song as well. We're 38 minutes 33 in, and we're already on the second fucking banger song of it. Sing along, Matt. This might not be one of my most watched streams, but I'm having a good time. And that's the main thing. Street on a great Monday. Shall I? I was going to say, shall I strum along? That sounds a bit dodgy, doesn't it? Oh, I'm not going to play. Don't worry, guys. I'm just going to do some. I'll palm mute it. I should just mute it altogether. She lifts me up. Oh, I love it. My dog's just come in because I picked up my guitar. She's like, no, don't do it, Matt. Don't do it. I'm sorry, Marcy. She literally was fast asleep in the other room and she heard me pick up my guitar. She was like, nah. Oh, reminds me, where have I put my plectrums? It's been a while. Yeah, this one's a good one. It's not the best song in the film. That's still to come, but there's some great ones in it. She Lifts Me Up. She Lights Me Up. This one. I think it's called She Lifts Me Up. It's on Spotify, the soundtrack, I believe. And then there's a soundtrack that some nice person's put together of all the other bands, The Clash and the Motorhead songs and all the others are on it. Even the lads who they use it in the mum's dancing now to it. Going Up, maybe it's called. It's me. Now this is again, he's inviting. It's the bravest thing in the world. He's going into this, and you wouldn't recognize it as a kid. You only recognize it watching things like this as an adult because you just think that they were weird. But he's bleached the front of his hair blonde, making himself stand out like, you know, like a complete target.
Yeah. No. She's a friend of mine. She's a model.
And he's got his eyeliner on as well. All the complicated boys. She's literally just giving him a lyric. Got to go and see Brother Baxter now. They just think his name's funny. So he's telling him to go down to the toilet to take the makeup off. This is the most this is the most awkward scene in the entire film. The most like really on the edge scene. So he doesn't do anything. Well, he does. He physically assaults him to get him to wash his makeup off. He chases him. He's violent with him, and he nearly drowns him. But there's a few moments where he just says his face is pretty enough, and he slaps his face just so he can touch him and get that proximity. It's kind of weird. And then he's like, "You can use my bathroom," and he kind of invites him in, and he's instantly like, "Danger, danger, Will Robinson," and he's like, "I've got to go to class." And that is the sort of the twisted, deviant side of these sort of places back in the past, and it's quite sad. It's a hard watch, this bit, but there is a comeuppance. Don't worry, stick with it. I don't think I'm in tune, you know. Yeah, that doesn't sound right. Put the guitar down. It is an amazing film, Gareth. It is a wonderful film. Yeah. It's you have to give it a chance. It doesn't feel like it's going to be a great film. It's not a film that I went into thinking, "Oh, can't wait to watch this." It's pretty perfect in my opinion. There's enough nostalgia in it, but there's also it's enough about it. It's fresh. It's funny. It's great. It's great.
So who's the guy with the car?
I see you had an Irish video earlier on.
enough.
I think I watched the first couple of minutes of it. I'll have to watch the rest of it later. Hopefully, it all went to plan.
Good idea. Take a break for a year, so get some perspective.
He's actually a really nice guy.
What I love about Conor here is it's very obvious. You can imagine he's dyed his hair with like toilet bleach.
I'm too young to tell man, so he's organized everything.
What's in it for Ed?
So she's going to Liverpool.
Are you jealous, cousin?
Oh, by the way, she's renamed him from Conor to Cosmo, which I think is hilarious. And she's got this boyfriend, as they always do.
I need a laugh.
What if I don't feel happy?
Your problem is that you're not happy being sad. But that's what love is, cousin.
It's what love is. Happy, sad.
Shit, I got to go soon. I only have a hard time.
What's the house like? Where you live?
Since? It's all the dumps I've lived in.
So where are your parents?
My dad's brown bread. Got hit by
My dad's brown bread. He got hit by a car.
Oh God, sorry.
really don't think.
You find out little clues about people's lives and how the talents, passions, friendships, creativity, all of these things are their escape. And it's really beautifully done. It could be fucking interminable, this, because it could be like, oh, look at the sad people, the sad working class people. But it's not like that. It's really cleverly and lovingly done and funny in a way that I think you could only do like a singular vision. Yeah, exactly. I mean, he's pouring my heart out, and this is what I get. Oh, I love you anyway, mate.
What's she mean?
Well, I think what she means is that you need to reach a place in your life where you're okay with yourself. It's
Yeah.
pretty high concept stuff. How old
Well,
she was again?
Speaking of technical issues, I've just moved over to full fiber, and it still cuts out sometimes. It's supposed to be like a million miles an hour and all this kind of stuff. I don't know if I sound better, or I've never asked anyone whether I sound better, or yeah. Being a bin man, being a poet, being an artist, just do it as long as you do it with passion. He's great. Jack Rayner's so good. Having a vocation. Do you know what? Don't get me started, but this used to be my big thing about when I first went into teaching. I was like, I've tried lots of jobs and I've done lots of jobs, unlike a lot of fucking teachers. But I did lots of jobs, and there was one job I was amazing at, and that was teaching. And that's a vocation. Why am I amazing? Because I'm passionate about it. I care about it, and I still like my whole heart to it, and that's why I kind of connect with this Jack Rayner's point of view here. He's just like, whatever you do, just like find what it is that you love and pursue it. So Conor is absolutely could not be more in love with her at this point, or the idea of her. But I mean, isn't that what young love really is? The idea of some. When maybe you get to know them a bit, then it's like, Happy Sad. Which band did he throw at him? Can you work out what album he threw at him to personify Happy Sad? You might be able to hear it in the background. That's right, The Cure. Not pop anymore. We've moved on. We're in our Robert Smith. I was going to say Robert Plant. We're in our Robert Smith era now. The hair's gone Robert Smith. It's interesting. Every time he goes into school, walks down school, he's got a different. He's changed his look. Shithole of morons and rapists and bullies.
It's just how life is. I'm gonna try and accept it and get it.
Go on. Are you Cure fans? Are you into the Cure? I mean, it did some amazing songs. I mean, even on the they were on an album I heard recently. Robert Smith was anyway, guesting on one. I was like, wow, that's really cool. So they're off on a location for this one now. One of the things, I'm terrible at playing guitar, by the way, but what I will say is when you hit a note the same as a note in a song you love, it is a nice feeling. And that's why I do it. And I will never play guitar for anyone else other than me and the 1 or 2 people who watch my channel.
That's much better.
So this is a mermaid theme video they're doing next.
Okay, so we're playing here. Rafina walks by.
Is Rafina an Irish name?
Yeah. How'd that look, lads? Yeah, look alright. Is she? That's supposed to look like you're jumping in or something. Yeah. It doesn't. Just.
Gotta be careful not to romanticize the past too much, but there's some great music. I mean, there's some shite as well. So she actually jumps in the water. She's supposed to pretend to. And Conor has to go and save her. I don't know if she can swim or not. I love the fact that when they choose the clothing, how much of it comes out like what their mother has, you know, like a Mac or whatever. She really couldn't swim. Cosmo. Do you remember Cosmo and Dibs? Sidebar. Whoop. First kiss.
I'm sorry. That was
Great, is what it was. Fair play.
What about it?
Yeah, you ruined it.
You mentioned the boyfriend, and I was like, yeah, you ruined it.
You know, on a clear day, you can actually see the mainland of Britain. Ireland's only 30 miles from.
I wonder if any kids watch this and it makes them want to pick up a guitar. That's pretty cool if it does.
That's just rained. No dust.
Maybe, I know he's probably gone now, but if Gareth can get John Carney, we can interview him. Oscar-winning songwriter, was it? I think he wrote all the songs for his films. I haven't seen, well, I have seen once, but I can't remember anything about it.
I can write back to you when I'm in London.
So she still wanted to go to London. Don't know why I thought it was Liverpool. I guess because that's the closest.
My brother says all the great artists have to get up. Once they got depressed or turned into alcoholics.
Makes sense.
Is that true, Irish folks? So if you're watching, do you have to leave Ireland to become great? Or if you stay, will you become depressed and alcoholic? Will that make you a greater artist? Oh man, I've been reading some really bonkers James Joyce stuff. My word, if you've ever read his love letters, the guy had an interest in bodily functions that I think is unsurpassed.
That's what my dad always used to say. My mom would be in hospital.
Again, here's another little clue to what their real lives, how grim they are.
And afterwards, he'd say, I love you too much, is all. And the thing is, my mom's much better looking than mine.
That little line there where she goes, my mom was much better looking than me, so I don't know why he bothered with me. She's like, you know, sometimes when you've got like a heartbreaking thing or something terrible happening in your life and you give too much away or you give a little, just enough, you deliberately want someone to know about it, but they don't need to say anything. They just have to hear it. That's what a lot of this film does. And then he writes this absolutely gorgeous love song about her. And he just feels sad. And I think he's part of it is like he feels sad because he's learning about her real life. And then we see his mother, and Brendan kind of explains like how just catching a little bit of sun in the garden is what, and having a wine and reading the papers is like the one thing that their mum wants. And she's this dream of being in Spain, going on holiday.
And the tall tree blocks and she comes in.
Very poetic.
I often wonder what she's thinking about.
It's like she doesn't say much in the film, the mum, but she hangs over the whole film because, like, the theme of like escape or fighting against your destiny or refusing to accept your destiny is huge. And again, I guess that's a good, nice little parallel with Back to the Future again. You know, George McFly doesn't have to let horrible things happen to Lorraine, and Marty doesn't, have to lose the people he loves in that photograph. I love the fact he says to Barry that he doesn't exist. Like, you're living in my world, I'm not living in yours. I mean, it's great for a film. You would get the shit beaten out of you regularly, but this is his smartest look as well, with the little the hat on the back there.
You only have the power to stop things. Not to create.
You have the power to stop things, but not to create. It was a bit wanky, but I get your point. And this is the next. This sets up our just under half of the film left. This is the big dance. Might want to call it the Enchantment Under the Sea dance. Gonna get ready. Now, this is where what they're wearing looks like what McCartney and Elvis Costello were wearing when they were working together on can't remember the name of McCartney's album that they worked on together. But Eamon looks the spit of in that last scene at about 57 minutes onwards. He looks the spit of Elvis Costello. The spitting image. So just hearing his parents through the wall arguing. I mean, I would honestly say I think we've all had that horrible moment where whether it's your neighbors, relatives, friends, hearing somebody having an argument is really overpowering and overwhelming because you don't know what to do, how to deal with it. And it is, if you're an empathetic person, then it can be really hard. So anyway, the mother's leaving at this point. So the older brother is just such a sweetheart, such a lovely guy, but he'd hate you to say that. He gets the brother, the sister in his bedroom, and they're singing Man Eater, ironically. Oh, here she comes. Again, these are not just needle drops, because there's so many great original songs in there. The songs that are chosen to complement the actual songs, they all fit so well. There's only one song I don't like in this, and I can understand why you wanted it as it's the closing song. he wanted it to be separate from the rest of the film. Otherwise, it would sound like Conor was singing it, which wouldn't make sense for the end of the film. But it's they would get the guy from Maroon 5, who I think did another film with him, but whose voice I just can't stand. I just do not like Maroon 5. Can't stand the way that I walk out of. Sure, he can't stand mine. Stand the way that I turn myself around. Terminate this war with you. Let it go. You keep coming back. They're doing their exams. I mean, to various degrees of doing exams. None of them fucking know what it's about. Darren is literally like got it upside down. They're all really struggling. They don't have a clue what it's about. All of them looking to each other. It's quite funny. And the bully just gets it, screws it up and goes, suck my balls. And he's just decided to write a music video for Rafina and himself to be in. You're only getting a little taste of Drive It Like You Stole It. You get to hear that later on as a big showstopper. Clicking and dancing, I think. This is where we first hear the song. Like the best song in the film for my money. Drive It Like You Stole It. I just love the fact that they're clicking like that and dancing. You just can't stand the way. I'm gonna get a copyright claim, I reckon. Now we are in Connor's mind now because she's not there. Rafina's not there. I'm trying to terminate this war. Sounds a bit out of sync. A bit dreamy, maybe because it is like a daydream. Freedom, I'm taking it back, baby. I'm turning back. Maybe we'll Cadillac, just I was stalling. I heard an angel calling. And this is the Enchantment Under the Sea dance. I'm telling you, man. If you like Back to the Future, you'll like this. You know, you can't be anywhere. Rock and roll it. Here comes the Strickland of it. But in this dream sequence, the priest, the guy in charge, just did a backflip and dancing. The mum and dad come in. They're both like happy as Larry back together again. Tells the story so well, the songs. Like they're very deliberate, you know. It's very rare that the dialogue and the songs knit together so well. And then he comes his brother in the James Dean red jacket. He's the hero that Conor sees him as, which is quite touching. You can't go anywhere. And then there's a knife fight between his brother and the boyfriend of Rafina, which is quite funny. Like a choreographed knife fight, don't panic. And he just sees him out. He beats him, takes a knife on him, just sees him out, you know. You can't go anywhere. I got the wheel and on it. I live like you stole it. They're a lot more in time and choreographed than they were in reality. I think there's got to be, even the way he plays the guitar here. I keep forgetting his name. Is he called? He's not called Declan, is he? Eamon. He could do the biopic of Elvis Costello, man. if there's anyone watching this who it was in Sing Street, I'd love to talk to you about it. I am so interested in hearing all about it. So I'll try and find you, or you find me. So yeah, he was really into it and singing away there, but I'm afraid it was all in his mind, that part of it. Even though they really were singing and he really was in the hall. Now, this is quite sad. He goes to see Rafina, and there is no Rafina. We've got 31 minutes left. We're 1 hour 14 minutes into the film. I'm going to put my guitar down because my noodling is driving me mad, and I hope it doesn't drive you mad too. There we go.
Where is she?
She's gone to London with her fella. London?
Did you leave any message for me or anything? No.
I have a feeling that maybe this isn't a film that's as beloved as I think it is.
Your songs are good.
But maybe just hopefully this will make a few people give it a go. Just me chatting about it. So she's gone, and his little heart is broken. God bless him. Oh, shit. There we go. So why don't you take her to London?
This is a plane ticket to London. Yeah. Anyway.
Eamon's great. He's like a little kind of... he doesn't see any problems. He just sees solutions. I love people like that. Like, why don't you just do that? And you're like, yeah, actually, I could do that.
Yeah.
And then this guy comes up and steals his bike, Eamon's bike. So funny, they're writing this beautiful, beautiful little song, and his voice is breaking with it. And then the guy runs up, and as he's cycling up on the bike after he just did the last thing they said, he could just say cut, and it would be funny. So he just goes, "Take him down." Fucking gets me that. I only noticed it the last time just because it's like as it's the scene's finishing, take him down. That is a very Father Ted moment.
You should come play solo. Gig. Okay, it's been a while since you've been in this. Well, man, I'm
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, see you there. Yeah, cool. Sounds like fun.
He invites his brother to come along and play at the gig. He's not going to, but he wants him to.
Just like... Do you know the photocopy yours? Yeah. Photocopy 200 of these. Boy, you'll see. Come on, Darren. You've got one more thing to do.
Get away. They've got Barry, and then they kind of look at each other like, fucking hell. It's like getting Biff Tannen as your security guard, man. Shit, he's Biff Tannen. Because he is funny as well as being a bully. Oh, my word. I never even clocked until now. Barry is Biff Tannen. Pop music. Everyone's talking about pop music. It's gonna stop us now. The roadie here, Barry, trying to work out how everything works. He's not the brains of the outfit. Now it's time for some live music. Here we go. Hello, Dublin.
Come here if you're just gonna slag us.
The guy's shouting a slur at him, and he just says, "Dad, you shouldn't have come in if you were just going to slag us off." I love that kind of jerky art pop. This is very Elvis Costello and the Attractions. The song's called Girls. It's great. All the songs are great. This is a great one too. This gets broken. Fucking hammer that riff, man. It's awesome. It's a bit Joe Jackson-y, a bit Elvis Costello-y, a bit television-y. Boys. Girls. So good. This is this kid's first movie, and he's fucking smashing it. It wouldn't work if he was some big teen idol looking guy or some famous person that you knew. It works perfectly that he's just this kid with talent and passion. Teachers are into it. Head teacher guy's like, Barry is an awesome character in this. Oh, sorry, not Barry. Darren. So funny. He's got that kind of mini Conor McGregor thing about going about. Don't hold that against him. Your bun's straight. That's a very Father thing as well. Like just somebody shouting randomly in the background, "Your band's shite," and like in the perfect pause moment. Wanker. Come on, keep going. And then there's a guy going, "Get off the stage," instantly, juxtaposing each other. Oh, boo. It's a slow song, boo.
No, they lose. We blow it. Amen. But no, it's a bold move.
Let's do it. Yes, amen. You legend.
Okay, this song's for anyone who thought they had a girlfriend for a day, but then she just turned out to be a friend. What's that about?
So we get this is a slow one.
You were staring at your bedroom wall.
I don't think he's singing this. No, he's not singing this live.
Somewhere the wind was calling.
He looks a bit. I don't want to put you off here, but he looks a bit like Youngblood in this get up. We're 1 hour, 28 minutes and 41 seconds into the film. I hope you're enjoying it if you're watching it with me. And if you're doing something else, I hope you're enjoying that too, but you won't ever know. So she's listening to the song that he's written about her. It's interesting. I would love to. Part of me would love to know what happens to them at the end, but part of me thinks it's better not to. And it's the kind of song. I want my hat be straight. There we go. I mean, my head's not straight. That it's heartfelt in a way only a young person can write a song, but also like it's very genuine and just great and full of. I mean, it's not. It's written as if a young person's written it, but obviously it's like John Carney's wrote them all. Great songs.
I know I'll get my heart through.
He's so talented, the kid who's Eamon. So good. Oh, I need to listen to some of his actual music, that guy. So literally, I think like the art teacher maybe and the other teacher are dancing, slow dancing, and a couple of other people just sort of stood swaying maybe. A couple of couples maybe. A couple of couples. Scattered applause. Right. This is our last song. It's for Brother Baxter. And he's like, lights. So this one is called, I believe it's called Brown Shoes. Barry's just smashed the lights. Oh, the teacher's just punched him in the face and thrown him out. A tribute song.
First and last gig, man. You ready to do it?
Let's go. Let's go. Okay, so this is our last song. It's called Brown Shoes. It's for bully you ever knew. Love it, love it. So good. So good. So good. I got so into it. I put a big bloody finger mark on my glasses and I can't see. Little anthem. Ode to bullies. Boots on the other foot now. It might be the weakest song in the film, but it tells the story of. It finishes that arc with the bullying teacher, so it's important. And then he throws out these masks, and they're all masks of Brother Baxter. It's great. It's a joyous little film, this, but it's got some real happy, sad moments. It's got some real melancholy in there as well, but it's great. It is transcendent, this film. I used to think it was just good, and then the more I watched it, the more I love it. And like I said, if you look on my letterbox, I would say there's a handful of films I've given 5 stars to. This is one of them. Hanging around Gravity Boots. So Rafina has actually turned up now. To take you. I've got another watch party lined up, and it's nothing like this film. I'm hoping I can get the director of it on at some point as well. But I'm interviewing and talking with the amazing Thomas Smith on Sunday, if you want to join me for that. Demon Squad 2. If you're a fan of Mystery Science Theatre, you'll have seen the Demon Squad riff they did. Thomas is a lovely guy, really, really, really nice guy. That was awesome. Like, screw you, Brother Baxter. He's got a bag here. He's literally just gonna say goodnight and then get his bag, and then that's it. He's going off. Big hug for Eamon. Very sweet, that. And he says to his brother,
Where are the parents?
can you take me out?
It was the gig. Right? This is Rafina? I need your help. Can you drive us to Docky? What for? Look around that little boat, still moored there. We're going to sail to England.
We're going to England, baby.
We're all set. We just need a lift to the harbour. Yeah, sure. When are you thinking of going? Now. Do you know anybody in England? No.
No.
Tony Sterling?
No.
No? She has her photographs. I've my demo tapes and videos. Let's go.
I love it. Let's get the keys. Let's go. Get your guitar. Let's go, boys. I love that the car is just kind of decaying there. Hasn't been, anywhere for years, maybe. And like they have to roll it out, and then he'll take them to the dock. And his dad's lying on the floor next to the bed, and the mum's in the bed. It's quite a sad little moment. I think there's a moment there, like when he says that he loves his mum, somebody who hasn't been to the places that she wants to go and done the things she wants to do, and he's unfulfilled. There's a part of this where he's doing this for his brother, for his mum, for Rafina, for her, she's been let down, to make a change, to get things going. There's another heartbreaking moment here with his brother, like how hard it is for them to show love for each other.
Hey, before you go, I wrote down some song lyrics. Really? Yeah, it's pretty stream of consciousness stuff, but
He wrote him some lyrics.
In the future. Put some music to it sometime. Okay. Wish I'd done this. You'll probably die. But anyway, go on.
You'll probably die, but anyway, go on.
Seem like a mad bastard.
Okay. You look after that brother of mine, he's going to be lost without me.
Hello.
Man.
Tell you from what?
Oh.
All right. You on it.
Straight to Wales, and then it is heartbreaking little moments. I find it hard to watch proper good emotional films because I get so emotional now. I never used to do. I really do. And this is the only bad thing about the film is the bloody Adam Levine comes in and starts singing at the end, and it's like you've got this beautiful moment, and then it's like bloody Moves Like Jagger pops up. It'd be a quite nice song, but could we have like, I don't know, Huey Lewis sing it for fuck's sake? Anyone? So they literally nearly drive into a ferry as well, which is like, I guess, the last little bit of jeopardy. And the brother's well happy that he's done it. I understand where I read John Carney had said he couldn't have any of the characters singing it. It just wouldn't work because it's about them, not like it's about their story rather than like the rest of the songs are written about things that their future or what they're planning to do or about themselves. It's more of a narrator song. I wonder if this was done in a studio, really, on the water. Wet, absolutely soaking. I don't know if I'd fancy going over the size of these waves in this little boat, but you know, literally a big ship's just appeared in front of them, a big ferry. I love that they can see people on the ferry. They're that close to them. They're like waving to them. You don't go now, you're never going to go. Gotta give it, you gotta do it. You gotta try these things, otherwise you never will. Like I said to someone, say, you know, they go, well, why me? Why not you? I think there isn't a major difference between people who do the things they want to do and people who don't. Like sometimes we're trapped by circumstance, but we can like find a way out of it. Maybe that's what's the word? A naive worldview, but I don't know. I don't think I've had a particularly sheltered existence. And that's it. Off they go to England. So like Ferdia Walsh-Pilo as Conor, amazing. Just so many characters, all of them great. Even the mother in this one, Jack Rayner's amazing, Aidan Gillen, just so many great characters, great actors. Drive it like you stole it. Go and listen to the soundtrack, man, if you've got a moment. It is awesome. Are we in the 80s? We are in the 80s, my friend. Thanks for joining me. You may be the second person who's watched it. There may be people who have watched, I'm sure, who have watched and have not made themselves known. If you are one of those people, I appreciate you very much. Probably more so for sticking with me. And no, equally as much as the people who comment. Hi, Al Lacard. Good to see you, my friend. You've seen Sing Street. You're one of the few, the brave, the proud, who have seen Sing Street. It gets better the more you see it. I think this is the 5th time I've seen it now. And it has gone up from a 4 to a 5-star for me. And you know what a bastard I am. And I literally have found about 5 more reasons why this is the Irish Back to the Future. Yeah, definitely. It's on Tubi. It's not a Tubi Terror, but Alucard, I recommend you checking it out. Or I recommend everyone checking it out. The Riddle of the Model. So good. Oh, nice. He's got the lingo down over there in America. I think some of the songs over the are like demos, and they're like laughing the way through them. It's quite funny hearing him like come like John Carney come up with it. Like, we can't do that. And he's like, you can, like, put it in. She's got a plan. She's got dangerous eyes. Maybe a little bit of a rap that doesn't really rhyme. Love it. Fascination. I can see what he's doing here. He's trying to do this. I'm like, What the songs were in there? Take on Me, Rio, Love Cats, I Fought the Law. You know, so many. Axel F. But the thing is, you come away from the film remembering the songs. She's got dandruff. So good. I love sometimes listening to demos and how things come together. It's great. She's so indecipherable. Touch my mind explodes. What band am I thinking of that they sing like that? Oh, it's driving me mad. Doesn't it hate? Don't you hate it when you can hear a reference or a influence and you can't quite put your finger on what it is, and then when you hear it, you're like, of course. Whilst parts of the film may be inspired by real life events, the characters and events are entirely fictitious. This is a period film. Sing Street School, like much of Ireland, was a very different place in the 1980s than it is now. Today, Sing Street School is a progressive, multicultural school with an excellent academic record and a committed staff of teachers. This is one of the last things you can see at the end. Ownership. Oh, yeah, and that's it. So isn't that interesting, that little disclaimer at the end? It's quite brave. I haven't seen, or if I have seen once, I can't remember it. And I may have seen, what was the other one called that he did? That I mentioned it before, that won the Oscar. Begin Again or something like that. I know, I've been singing it. I had my guitar out as well earlier on, just a little bit. Ooh, you gave it 8 out of 10, man. Yeah, that's almost the same as giving it 4 out of 5, which is what it is the same, isn't it? Is it? Yeah, my maths isn't good enough. Where I did that too, and I literally had that for years, 8 out of 10, and now it is 10 out of 10. And now my dog has decided to wake up and go downstairs. So yeah, the maths line up. Yeah, all the numbers and figures going around in my head. Yeah, it works out. I've checked. I've ran the numbers. 4 out of 5 is the same as 8 out of 10. That was awesome. I really did enjoy doing that. And I enjoyed watching the film with you all. If you watched it with me, if you didn't, that's fine. What shall I watch next? In fact, I'm going to give you a little preview. So if you stuck around all the way through, I'm going to tell you what I want to watch, and I'm going to hopefully get the director on. It's a film that everyone hated at the time or ignored, starring Clive Owen, and it was taken completely the wrong way. However, there is a bit of a re-evaluation of the film. The guy never went on to make another film that I'm aware of. And can you guess what the film was? I'll give you a few moments to think about it. Clive Owen film, no one liked it. People didn't quite get the humor of it. But can you guess what it is? I'm going to be doing a watch party of it soon. Yep, does Marcy, my dog, enjoy this movie? She came in when I picked up a guitar, and then I started playing it and she left. So I don't know if that tells you what she thought about it, to be honest. The riddle of the model. So yeah, that was great. It was really great. So it's not Derailed. Is that the one with Jennifer Aniston? Didn't like that one. I didn't like that one. It's not Derailed, and it's not Children of Men either. I'm going to tell you. It's Shoot 'em Up. I want to talk about Shoot 'em Up. Shoot 'em up, shoot 'em up, shoot 'em up, bang. I'm going to shoot, shooty, bang, bang. Yeah, I'm going to talk about that film. I'm going to watch that film. I'm going to dive into that film, and I'm hopefully going to speak to the director of that film if I can get him, as I've got a lot of questions. Especially if you listen to How Did This Get Made? They did a recent episode on it, and it really got me thinking. And that's not an easy thing to do. So yeah, that might be my next one. If anyone is watching this and they let me know in the comments what they think about my comparison between this and Back to the Future, I'm not saying this is as beloved or as rewatchable maybe, or as great as Back to the Future, but it is definitely a lovely, British, Irish companion piece for this, for that film. So maybe we've seen it. Yeah, well, I'm going to watch it. I'm going to watch Shoot 'em Up with Paul Giamatti in it as well. I'm going to watch that soon and see if you're more than welcome to come on and we'll do a watch party of it. And yeah, that's on the list. It's on the list. Yeah, this guy coming in like a wrecking ball at the end, keeping me going when the dog's looking at me saying it's time to go out. And also, numbers are starting to go up. People are coming to watch this after the film is over. which is fine because I guess you're not going to get any spoilers now. I really do hope that this just inspires at least 1 or 2 people to go and watch Sing Street, and maybe it would, if I could be so bold as ask you to tell me what you think about the film, that would be wonderful. And coming up next month with a la carte, there'll be the Troll 2 watch party. Oh yeah, VHS. I'll be watching it on VHS as well. What other things have I got coming up? Thomas Smith, Demon Squad this Sunday. Demon Squad 2, we'll be talking about that. And I've got Rosie Dixon Night Nurse coming up with Gareth over on Video Tasties. I'm on this channel as well. I'd prefer it if you watched it on this one, if I'm completely honest. What else have I got coming up? Let's see. All kinds of things. Troll 2 watch party, as I said, Rosie Dixon Night Nurse, a little The Thing expanded, Hot Fuzz with Larry the Horror Cat Dad, week on Saturday. David Heavener film, The Raging Cajun, with a la carte as well. And lots of other things coming up too. Some pretty fun bits and pieces, clips and pieces coming up. I've got a special video coming out on Friday the 13th. Ooh, scary. And a few other clips, different things. My top 10 best Key and Peele sketches coming up. A trailer that I made for a film called Satan's Sadists. And I'm making a documentary, like a real documentary, and it's taking me ages. And it is, I'll give you a clue, it has had the okay from somebody in this film, and he is really interested in making it. I have started making it, so that's good. And oh my god, he's making a documentary for you, and then he's going to make a documentary for everyone else. Oh my god. Yeah, so I'm going to be doing that. It's going to be about 17 minutes long, if you could spare the time. I'm not going to put it on YouTube. Well, I'm not going to put it on YouTube at first. I will put it on YouTube once I've done a few other things that I'd like to do with it, and maybe even done a few little showings and things like that, which would be great. I might even try and do a showing for charity of Troll 2 and see if I can get the star of the documentary come and talk at it. See, I don't know, because I don't think not like I can pay for his travel, so we'll see. I don't know. Maybe you could do it via video link or something like that, but we have had technical difficulties in the past. So yeah, be all good fun. You can't piss on hospitality. I won't allow it. You can't on documentaries. You shouldn't piss on documentaries unless that's what the documentary is about. Like there's a documentary about like tickling, which is a weird one. So there's documentaries about all kinds of things, and I guess the G.G. Allen one was about all kinds of bodily fluids. Okay, I'm starting to ramble. Rambling man. I'm a rambling man. So I'm going to stop right there. Thank you very much. Sing Street. Listen to the music. Watch the film. It's like I work for these people. Like, I don't know. John Carney's probably doing fine. Anything else? Any other order of business? Lots of things coming up on the channel. A couple of weeks, I'll be going to a film festival in St. Albans. If you'd like to join me, the tickets are on Talking Pictures TV's website. I think there's a few left. It's almost sold out. Not even sure if I could got a seat. I might be sat in the somewhere else. But spitting, yeah, you can't piss on documentaries, but you can spit on graves in the film. I Spit on Your Grave, which is another. I think I've got a few more little videos about I Spit on Your Grave. Where me and Alucard talk very well on the subject of the great film I Spit on Your Grave, starring Camille Keaton. I will go sing in the street. Hope I don't get arrested. I don't think you will. I'm sure you've got a lovely voice. So it's been a pleasure and not a chore. I really enjoyed spending this Friday with you. I often am working on a Friday night, trying to bring home the dollar bills. Which is difficult in the UK, but I'm doing my best. So thanks for watching. I appreciate you all. Good night and God bless. And I will see you on Sunday. If you go into my collaborations part, by the way, you'll see all the people that I've worked with and done videos with on YouTube. Go and subscribe to them as well. There's so many cool people that I've got to know over the last 3 years on here, and it's been awesome. So yeah, latest pugs. Yeah, leets. It is late. Late for me. I'm going to turn into a pumpkin. All right, guys. Hey, listen, if you don't watch this, I'm going to make a video where I'm just singing. So, yeah, be careful. Because that's a fate worse than death. Good night, everybody. Say good night, Matthew. Good night, Matthew.